Okay, hey, so this is how you create a table in Word, and this will be particularly important for students who are doing tables for like plan papers. Sometimes you have to convey information in paragraphs and sometimes in a table or a chart. The easiest way to do a table, if you're doing one in Word, now if it's not in Word, you can go to YouTube and watch some tutorials on different software that you may be using instead. But in Word, I would just go to Insert, and I would choose Table. And now you can just choose it with a couple of columns and rows. You may not use all of them and you can add more later, but imagine that this is a table for table 1, expenses in college. You always want to give a table a title if you can. So maybe we say our different colleges are Nova and George Mason University, and say we're just not even going to need this third column. You can highlight it and you can delete it. So the main cost would be tuition, and then let me actually just make this slightly bigger so it's easier to see. And then maybe books, and maybe parking. So what we've done is I've just added the different categories that I needed, the schools, and then the categories are set in rows. So that's basically how I create a table. And don't forget that at the bottom of a table, you would want to just name your sources. It's always good. It's like pretend a table is the equivalent of a paragraph in an essay. And let me actually go back here real quick. Let's see what I'm doing. And again, just don't forget to add your sources. You know, you have the Nova tuition and fees. And then, of course, you probably also have a GMU. I think it was called undergraduate tuition, right? So again, all I did was I went to Insert, I plugged in a table, and it gives you options for how many rows you need. Whichever one you want to plug in. And then if you want to delete a column, you can just highlight the column and right click, and you can delete columns, you can delete rows, you can even add rows. So I just put my cursor in the bottom row. If I wanted to insert, I could insert a row below. Say there was another category, like if you wanted to, make this a super fancy table. I hope this helps. Let me know.